What's going on, you guys? The Demigod back on Demigod ET, bringing you another episode reaction and review for yet another series. And today we're going to be checking out the highly controversial, highly anticipated brand new HBO show titled The Idol, created by The Weeknd and Sam Levinson, who created Euphoria, another slightly controversial show. And you know, leading up to the release of this series, it's been highly talked about behind the scenes by people that have already seen the show that this series is very exploitative, and they've called it all sorts of crazy names, which quite honestly only made me want to watch the series even more to see what we would be getting inside of here. Now, I thought we'd go ahead and look at the description for the series first before we go ahead and jump on into it. It says right here that after having a nervous breakdown that caused the cancellation of her last tour, an aspiring pop star begins a complicated relationship with a self-help guru and the head of a contemporary cult. Now, that's the one that's given to us on Google, so you kind of get an idea of what his character is going to be. Now, today's episode is called Pop Tarts and Rat Tails, and it says for this episode that pop superstar Jocelyn meets Tedros, which is the Weeknd's character, an enigmatic nightclub owner who wants to unlock her full musical potential. Now, if anything too crazy happens in the show, I'm gonna have to cut it out considering that this is YouTube. But if you do want to watch my full reaction to this episode, you can check it out on Patreon right here at Demigod ENT on patreon.com. Now, with that long build up, I think we're ready to go ahead and get into the first episode, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what they have for us in this first episode. Let's get into this. Let's go. All right, man, here we go. Now, is this our main actor right here, Lily Rose Depp? Our main actress, I mean to say. Okay, in this very first scene here, showing her depth as an actress, her talent, a wide range of emotions. And I love this shot too right here, the symmetry in it. Now, this is interesting, you know, you don't usually see stuff like this, the behind the scenes of what goes on set. The Idol. What a weird introduction right there. Let's see what they got. I mean, look at these shots. This is fantastic stuff right here. This wasn't even talked about or touched on whatsoever.
But what is the image saying?
That she's young, beautiful, and damaged.
She had problems at the hospital wristband. I mean, are we romanticizing mental illness?
Absolutely.
And you're fine with that, that's cool.
You people are so... She's not walking down the street. She didn't go to your high school. She doesn't work at the bar or the diner. And she did not marry your best friend. And if on the off chance she did, she is still never, ever going to fuck you unless she has some very, very serious mental problems. Little Sharon Tate.
According to the
Sharon Tate.
writer, we
It's a great comparison.
The under realize how fucking annoying and insane that sounds.
It's actually very progressive. It's to make sure she doesn't feel pressured. Right. I don't feel pressured. Fully respect that.
This is her album cover.
It's also my
Okay, musician.
and my house.
This photo just leaked
11 minutes ago.
Yeah, but what is it? Honey has come.
What?
On her
What?
face. On her face. And then took a photo. You want to get in closer?
Oh my.
This is bizarre.
Somebody bring that cat home from the shelter. More nails, like a kitty. Like a kitty cat.
I'm here to protect this person that you
Uh-oh.
care about.
Everyone's seen the leak, huh?
You.
Please. Get the fuck in there.
What are you doing?
Hey, you, come here. You want $5,000? What?
Yeah. Easy.
Does she know about this?
No, she does not know about it. Okay? Yeah, no,
What a weird, like, plot line, storyline to start with for this series.
Benjamin is here. Let's go.
We're the #1 trending topic on Twitter.
Okay. All right.
It's not...
No,
Oh,
I
man.
found out who did
Bad.
this. May God have mercy on their fucked up, depraved soul.
The photo? Who hasn't? Who
I'm
among
saying-
us has not had cum on their face?
Okay.
I think it used to be fun. Didn't
What?
It used to be fun? Wasn't that a hot date years ago?
It's got to say revenge porn. It's got to say revenge porn, or they're not going to take it down.
Okay.
Andrew Finkelstein.
Revenge porn.
Do you have ID?
Yeah.
Okay, what is this?
No,
Their
from
lawyer?
Live Nation. I've been here many, many times. Listen, that's what
great.
Okay,
You have
Live
ID.
Nation.
No, I don't fucking have ID.
But ultimately, you know, we pushed the tour. We refunded.
Can't let anyone in without an ID.
Fucking- okay, let me do this fucking jabroni. Hang on, I'm gonna Google myself.
Jabroni.
Watch this. Ready? Andrew Finkelstein, Live Nation. Whoa, who's that? Huh? See that poem? See this face?
I love how referential the choreography is.
Okay, so we're finally starting to have the soundtrack get incorporated in here.
Really
Of course, they released, I believe, 1 or 2 records before the show dropped for this series.
You know?
Finkelstein, my second favorite Jew.
Jesus
How you
Christ.
doing? You all right?
I'm not in the mood for the Jew shit today, Chaim. Not today.
I'm just saying, if you're linking to the photo, you're proud of.
How are 14-year-old girls gonna buy tickets for this when she's frosted like a Pop-Tart?
Can you breathe?
How do we get people?
No, I was having fun. I was getting fucked in the ass of the Capitol Records building stairwell and then
Yo.
went straight into meeting.
Yeah, I remember. I was the one fucking you. Jesus. Learn from the best.
Wow.
Hey, I'm so.
Okay, she got the dance down. Do we really have to spend the first half of the episode on this, though? That seems a little... You know what I'm saying? We could have started with something a little stronger here, is what I'm saying. Okay, she's about to find out now. Here's where it's going to get a little interesting.
This just posted on the internet.
Oh, man. That's tough.
We've subpoenaed Reddit. They're tracking down the IP address that posted it, so we're on it.
Shout out to Reddit, man.
It's not a big deal.
I mean, I feel like it could be a lot worse. What was the name of that club?
Okay, they're about to go have a little fun. The Nightclub. And I'm guessing this is where she meets Tedros, right? Alexa Demi? There he is, the man himself, Abel. Let's go. The reason I'm watching this show, I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
This is a church for all you sinners. So shout to everybody in here.
Life is war. Oh no.
Is that Jocelyn? Hold on, is that?
Oh, he recognizes her.
On my dance floor. In my club. You're an icon. You're a legend. Oh my God, you're so beautiful. I gotta have a dance with you. Can I dance with you? I'm coming over there.
Okay. Tedros. By the way, just as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, this is shot beautifully. Like the directing itself, in terms of picking shots and things like that, it's fantastic.
Are you dangerous? How can anyone not fall in love with you?
Okay. Could already see the manipulation tactics start coming in. Look, she already knows. You see that? Okay, that's the Life is War guy right there. What is he up to? What's his role in this?
So this is your place? You own this place?
The red light. I love that, man. Oh, man. They getting crazy in the club.
I've never fucked anyone with a rat tail before.
A what?
You have a rat tail.
A rat tail? Is that what you called it?
Title of the episode, by the way. Okay, she already fell under his spell, as we could see, though.
Boss, I have your bag. Hey, Joss. Where the fuck is she?
This new album.
Never.
Never? No. Why the fuck not?
Because it's like stupid and I hate it and you're gonna hate it too.
You hate it. How can you put out something you hate?
Well, you obviously don't work in the music industry.
No.
Why didn't I think of that?
I didn't say that. You can't make music like Prince.
Great
Pop
scene
music
right here.
is like the ultimate Trojan horse. You get people to dance, you get people to sing along, you can say whatever you want. Shit's powerful. You got the best job in the world. You should be having way more fun.
Hmm.
Okay, look. I'm not supposed to say things like this, but I find you so impressive.
It's a nice little
I'm sorry, was there a question?
character interaction.
Did it hurt? That photo. The betrayal of it.
Of course. 5 years ago, when people would tell me that it was important to comment on something publicly, I would buy into it, but now I just know that I'm being hustled.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously my editor...
I get it.
I really like the tension in this scene, the start and the
We all have
stop.
to answer to somebody.
Who do you answer to?
God.
Good answer.
I just don't want to, like, make a fool of myself. I don't want people to, like, make fun of me.
They're not.
You're a superstar. You can't really avoid that.
It's good. It's, like, really good.
I think I'm going to invite Tedros over.
The rat tail club guy?
Yeah.
Joss.
What?
I hate his vibe.
What's wrong with him?
He's so rapey.
Yeah, I kind of like that about him.
Wow.
Joss.
Crazy.
No. Gross.
What a great shot. Wow.
Hey, Joss.
Amazing.
Tedros is at the gate.
Oh man, a very weird, mysterious, sound effect just went off there. I wonder what that entails. And I love how he walks up to the gate too, by the way. He doesn't drive up. He doesn't drive up to the mansion.
Yes.
Crazy.
Thank you for that.
I like this performance. I do.
So, Joe in the living room, have a drink, whatever.
The way they're playing this music, it's like a horror movie villain just walked into this place. Guess she's trying to make him wait, be a little more mysterious. Okay. Oh, wow. Old habits die hard.
Hello, Angel. Hello, Angel. Hello, Angel.
Oh, wow. Okay. Very rehearsed. This is so cinematic.
Hello, Angel.
You call all the girls Angel?
Just you.
Yeah, right. Cheers.
Hey, Joss, you have to be up at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay.
What is she, her mom?
What's up with her?
It's my assistant. And my best friend.
She's your best friend and your assistant.
Yeah.
She's your best friend that works for you.
Yeah, isn't
Hey.
that nice?
Mm.
Don't you think that's kind of like a nice arrangement?
Oh, for her, it's amazing. Can I be your best friend? I'd love to get paid. Why?
Because when you're famous, everyone lies to you.
Mm.
And you trust me?
I just think you're enough of an asshole that you might tell me the truth.
Great line.
Cheers
See,
to
this
that.
is all very interesting here.
And this is the song I was telling you about. It's still super rough. It's not like mixed or anything.
Okay. Let's hear it. I hope this isn't copyright, by the way. The song sounds fine to me. I feel like we're about to get some Escape from LA, though.
Why'd you stop it?
It's done. And you hate it.
I liked it.
I don't know. I feel like it's like too superficial or something.
You're a pop star.
Why? So you're not a freak. You could release I'm a Nun instead.
Not a nun.
Are you sure? It's good, yeah. Just one minor note.
What's that?
I don't believe you. If you're gonna sing a song called I'm a Freak, you should at least sing it like you know how to fuck.
What makes you think I don't know how to fuck?
Your vocal performance.
Wow. Fuck you.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You sing sitting down?
I do.
Get up.
Okay. This is where we see like the guru, self-help guru part come into this. He's gonna try to coach her through this.
Do you trust me?
Now that was from the trailer. I remember that. What's happening here?
Don't be scared.
What the hell?
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Now you can sing.
Alright guys, that was season 1, episode 1 of The Idol on HBO Max, titled Pop Tarts and Rat Tails. Let's go and discuss what we're seeing in this episode, man. So, how was that episode? Was it as controversial as we've been hearing leading up into this? Is it exploitative of its stars? Is it torture? You know what I'm saying? And let's just go ahead and dive on into this. So I don't think that was as crazy as we've been led to believe. That was actually pretty normal as to something we'd see on HBO, I feel like. And honestly, it felt like pretty much a normal show to me. Now, was it a bit exploitative of its main star, Lily Rose Depp? Absolutely. But I think that was the purpose of the dialogue at the beginning of the episode, where they had her character pretty much commenting on trying to protect and guard and shield actors and actresses that are perhaps being exploited on camera, even if they are purposely choosing to do that themselves, as the character in the show was, and as I'm sure Lily Rose Depp herself was. I'm sure, you know, she read the script, she went over all these scenes with Sam Levinson and with the Weeknd, and they discussed what was going to take place in the show, and she was completely fine with it. So I think, you know, they were trying to do a little social commentary there, trying to blur the lines there. And honestly, I'd probably side more on the show's take and perspective of this, that being that if the actor or actress wants to perform these scenes, is willingly getting herself into this and knows what she's doing, then by all means go ahead. I mean, I don't have any problems with that. And so as for Lily Rose Depp, I think she does a fantastic job inside of here. I think she looks the part. She definitely looks like this superstar, like this big pop star musician, and she's of course absolutely stunning. So I love seeing her inside this series. Now, the main reason a lot of us are coming to watch this show, the Weeknd himself, Abel, how does he do? I think he does a fantastic job. I love that he's venturing out into acting more. We of course got to see him in Uncut Gems for a few scenes there where he played an older version of himself. That was very fun. I liked his appearance inside that film. But as far as Tedros as a character, I really like the sleazy nightclub, you know, seductive, manipulative character that he's playing there. And like I said, they even played sound cues to where the show wants to give off the vibe that he is almost predatorial in a sense when he walks into that house and he's rehearsing his lines in the mirror, very like sociopathic almost. And hey, those make for some of my favorite characters inside films. I mean, we got American Psycho right there, if you can see that. So I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, the biggest problem with this series is probably the writing. And what I mean by the writing is that first 20 to 25 minutes of the series where we're going over the leak and she's trying to learn the dance, that could have been cut down or honestly completely cut out of the show. I get it. They were trying to already, you know, offer it, provide some sort of shock value level to this series or some controversy to get talked about here. But it honestly came off very like unnecessary. I felt like we could have touched on that and then had her do the scene where she was giving her interview, because that was an amazing scene there where she's going back and forth against the journalist and she's the one purposely wanting to continue with the interview, as the interviewer, the person who came there to take the interview, is the one stopping it. I thought that was a nice little scene there. But yeah, as far as the leak picture thing, super unnecessary. We could have done without that. As soon as the show moved on from that and, you know, she leaves off to the nightclub, that's when the series really starts for me, and that's where this show actually gets good. Now, as I mentioned during the reaction, the directing by Sam Levinson is fantastic the whole way through here. As we've seen with his Euphoria series, that series is a mastercraft in direction, and we get something very similar here. I love the shots that he captured. I love the color palette of this series. I love everything he's capturing here. The close zoom in shots on our main performers here. I thought that was all great. The use of lighting, everything he's known for Euphoria, He utilizes that here and he gives it its own style and flair, and I love that. Now, as I was saying, from the Nightclub forward, I found all of that very interesting, very intriguing, very engaging. I wasn't bored throughout any of that, and I'm curious to see where this storyline is going to go, how Tedros gets inside her mind, gets inside her head, and slowly starts to gain control of her. I'm curious to see how that's going to take place, and I believe the critic score for this is sitting at like a 25%, super low, extremely low, for almost no reason other than it being like politically or ideologically or socially motivated. But I definitely would not rate this episode that low. I'd probably have it, you know, somewhere around a 7.5. I could definitely see myself boosting this a lot higher in terms of a rating if that beginning part wasn't so like just strange and weird. That's all it came off to me, is strange, weird. Let's move on from this scene and get on to what's interesting, right? So I think this is a decent pilot episode, a decent first episode of the series. I'm curious to see what's next. I'll definitely be tuning into episode 2. If you guys want to see me continue doing reactions and reviews for this series, continuing on with episode 2, let me know down in the comment section down below. And also let me know, did you guys find this controversial, and what were your thoughts on this episode? Let me know all that down in the comment section down below. If you don't know what I do here on Demigod, I do commentaries, reactions, and reviews. If you're listening to that, you're in the right place, man. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. I drop multiple videos a week on the show, and you can expect out of me. And if you don't already know, I am the Demigod, the chosen one, here on Demigod, and I'm out of this thing, man. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.